These are the scenes at the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, the largest health center in Nigeria's Borno State's capital, Maiduguri. People across the state are struggling to access medical care as facilities have been overwhelmed by the disaster. There are concerns an outbreak of waterborne diseases could further strain the government's resources, worsening an already critical humanitarian crisis.
We were shocked to wake up on Tuesday morning with the flood that have taken over the whole of the hospital, the clinical areas, the wards, the specialized areas, the diagnostic areas. All of them were taken over by water. And virtually most of the equipments of the hospital are affected. At that time, our primary concern was to move the patients for patient safety upstairs, which we have done successfully. But thank God the water have receded now, and we are at the level of cleaning up and then assessing the damage to equipments and other emergency things to be done.
That morning, it was around 6. We were still sleeping when they started shouting. What I was afraid of is, let it not be something that I didn't know. Either this place will collapse, or a different thing will happen to us. We were just praying that God should spare our lives.
Around 2 million people in Maiduguri have been affected by the floods, disrupting access to markets, schools and hospitals. 14 hospitals in the state capital have been impacted, according to the World Health Organization. There are growing concerns that malaria, other waterborne diseases and malnutrition could pose major health risks in the aftermath of the deluge.
You know, it was really devastating. 1/3 of Maiduguri was submerged by the flood. You know, many houses were destroyed, public facilities were destroyed, you know, roads were washed away, and then possibly lives were lost. We are still, you know, evacuating the people. I think there are still more people trapped than those that have been evacuated.
The floods have exacerbated the already existing humanitarian crisis in Borno, where people have faced more than a decade of violence due to Boko Haram's insurgency. They must now contend with the effects of these floods and prepare for the possibility of more extreme weather events. Recovery is likely to be a prolonged and challenging process. Aziza Tolaluwa, BBC News, Maiduguri.